Are your kids getting ready to go back to school, either after a summer break, Christmas break, or even Easter? Well, your morning routine might need a little extra motivation. Today, I've got 2 hints to help you learn how to get your kids up and off to school with a smile on their face. You need a morning routine that works, not only for you, but also for your kids. We want them to walk out that door happy and ready to succeed in school. I'm Kari. I've been a mom. I have 4 kids. We had a foster son, a foreign exchange student, and my parents lived with us. We had a busy house. And so our mornings, we had to figure it out and how to make them work. Well, for 20 years, we did the same program. It worked perfect for our family, and maybe it will help yours too. The first hint I want to give you is called Do Your Dots. Each person has a 3x5 card with 4 dots on it. I sit down with our kids individually and I ask them, what are 4 things that need to be done before you go to school or before school starts? Some possible dots: brush your teeth, play the piano, get dressed, do your job, make your bed, go to the bathroom, give mom a hug. We had a daughter and she hated brushing her hair. So guess what? One of her dots became brush your hair. With this approach, each child knows exactly what I expect of them every single morning. All I have to do is say, do your dots, and they know exactly what needs to be done. I don't have to say, did you brush your hair? Did you make your bed? Did you find your shoes? Is your backpack ready? All of that goes out the window. All I have to do is say, do your dots. We started this when our kids were very young in elementary school, and they did it all the way through high school. It is a great motivational chart for everyone. The reward at our house was electronics. You find what works for you, but that is the only thing that worked for our family. If you don't get all 4 of your dots done, no electronics, no phones, no computers, no TV, no music, nothing. Someone sets out the cards on the counter the night before, and the jar of dots and the done jar. If your kids are small, draw pictures. If they're older, have them design it and write the words. Each dot can be done independently. Kids do not finish their dots before a certain time. The glass bead does not go in the done jar. The child does not get the reward. Everyone has 1 dot that's their job. That is tied to their allowance. So if they do their job, they mark it off on the allowance chart. If they do not do their job, number 1, they don't get paid. Number 2, they don't get the reward. Number 3, they have to do their job anyway, and they have to do it before the next meal. This way, the house doesn't suffer if someone didn't do their job of taking out the trash. When you first start doing this, find a little jar that you can fill up in 1 week if everybody does their job. So as kids do their job, they take the dots off their chart and they're going to drop them in the jar. This is the done jar. It's full. Everybody gets to celebrate. No matter if you only put 1 dot in or if you did all 4 dots every single day. Celebrates everybody's effort. That's what we're after. Now, another thing, I always buy glass and start with something small, because when you drop these in, it sounds like money. I love that. So that's very motivating. And it was so cute. Here's our kids dropping these in. You could hear from around the house somebody saying, way to go, put in another dot. They'd celebrate each other for putting in all their dots. So when this fills up, that's when you celebrate. So we would dump out all those coins, all those little beads, And at first we would just celebrate and we'd go out for ice cream or go to the movies. It's not going to be going to Disney World. It is something small, but it's recognizing that we're making progress and that we're working together as a family. That is important. Now, when our kids got older and we homeschooled, we would pull out those dots and they would sort them by color. Then they would graph them. This is by far one of the most effective things we have done in our family. After you've got the hang of this for about 3 weeks, after you're done filling up, then you can go to a little bit bigger jar. Never buy a big jar. Always get a little one that you can fill up in like 2 weeks. That's enough time to get everybody moving and grooving, and the kids are really helping to motivate each other and help each other get those dots done. The perfect day actually starts the night before. Here's our nighttime routine chart. This is a great motivational piece that helped our kids go to bed every night. Again, you decide what are the 4 things that are most important. Don't ever go more than 4. 4 is plenty. These are the 4 that we always had. Backpack ready. Their backpack had to be completely packed, signed. Everything had to be in there before they went to bed. As they do this, then they take these cute little clips. Buy these clips. These are little clamps, or this is like a chip clip thing. Anyway, as they do this, they move these clips on the bottom. So over here, get their clothes out. Oh my goodness, solve your problems. Have them choose what they're going to wear tomorrow. Choose it tonight. Lay it on the floor, put it on a chair, whatever you do. Then they move the clip saying, that's done. 5-minute tidy. Oh, that's the greatest thing. Their room might still look like a disaster after they've done a 5-minute tidy, but 5 minutes is better than nothing. They can at least clear a path to their bed. Okay? Lastly, brush their teeth. They can do this in any order. Doesn't matter. The reward is reading. Now, you can do this 2 ways. Number 1, you can read to them. What if your kids are older? Doesn't matter. You can still read to kids when they're in middle school. Your kids don't think of reading as a reward. They're not reading the right books. Get them some books that they love. And if you need to know some great books that are great read alouds, look online. There's tons of stuff. But you can do either family reading or they can do individual reading. And sometimes it varies at the night. Sometimes when our kids were in elementary school and young, I would go up and I would just sit in the hallway and I'd say, okay, everybody do your nighttime routine. And they'd be working on these clamps and I'd just wait and wait. And then when most of them were done, I'd say, okay, it's time to read. The other kids are still in there brushing their teeth or doing the 5-minute tidy up. But they want to get in there and find out what happened in Narnia. So you can read to your kids. Oh, it's such a sweet, sweet time to read with your kids. Those are just 2 ways to help motivate your kids. I hope you find something that motivates your kids. We'll see you next time.